is it for your overall team success that you start getting some production from your group of centers?
I don't know. I never thought about it much. I thought, at the end of the last game, we had more than they did. And at the end of the game before that, we had more than they did. And so I just keep kind of looking at right now, to me, our special teams have got better, our goaltenders got better, our play without the pucks got better. We're finding ways to get points. So all those things, what they do is they buy the guys that you're honing in on time. So every year in the NHL playoffs, after the first round, there's a whole bunch of stars that don't have goals. And the stars that are out after the series, they say they never scored. But some guys who win the cup didn't score for 2 rounds, but someone bought them time, and then they got going. What I've found when I coach good players, and I have, is sometimes a guy like Zetterberg will get 2 in 20, but then he gets 18 the next 20, and then the math's all the same. So you just keep on plugging in. So I don't spend a whole lot of time focused on stuff like that I can't control. But if they're getting the shots on net, are they going to the spots? Are they getting involved in the scoring chances? That to me is what I focus on, things I can't control. So that's what I do.
Club's puck support in the D zone really gotten better from day one, do you think, Mike, as you've progressed?
Yeah, I thought we were getting better. I didn't think last game we were better at all. I thought we were structurally good, but I thought we relied on our structure, not on our compete. Structure without compete, to me, isn't good enough. We weren't ready to go at the start of last game, weren't ready to go at the start of the second period. So in the end, when you win that game, don't get me wrong, we turned it up, we scored some big goals, we did all the things we needed to do, but we weren't as good as we want to be. So structurally, we've improved for sure. We know where we're supposed to stand now. Now we got to make sure our compete is at the highest level every day. That's our chance to win. Structure and compete for 60.
In previous years, this team's had trouble coming back from being down a goal or two, but it always seems like the pedals to the metal. Is that something that you found from the start of camp under your group, or have you had to work at that?
Well, okay, so that's not necessarily true. When the game's tied or we're behind, the pedals to the metal. When we're ahead, we get careful. And so that's all part of learning how to win, though. And I mean, our philosophy is to play like the game's tied and go get the next one. That's what we want to do each and every night, no matter what the score is. Just because I say that doesn't mean that's going to happen. You learn how to win. You flat out learn how to win, and you learn how to stick to it and find out that things are going to go right. Now, when you've won 2 games, when you're down 1 in the third in a row on the road against good teams, you're more likely to do it again because you've earned the right to feel a little bit better about yourself.
Has Hunwick been better than you expected?
Yeah, he's been better than everyone expected. Anybody tells you difference, flat out, not telling you the truth.
What is it that's kind of
Oh, he's a better player.
Yeah.
So what happened was you got opportunity. So if you're with the Rangers and you're behind their left side, you don't get that opportunity. But, I like stories like Hunwick because, I mean, pound for pound, he's as strong as they come. He worked with that Mike Barwitz in Michigan, who's, I think, one of the best strength coaches in the whole world. And he spent time and he didn't fool around, and he's earned his way. And now at 30, he's an important guy for our franchise.
Mike Nelson was saying that he's been working a bit on his release on his shot. How do you assess his shot? Does he have something where he can beat the goalie flat out, or would you like to see him shooting more for rebounds?
Well, no, I'd like to see him just shoot it under the bar. Like every time he hits the post, if it went in, we wouldn't be talking about this. So this is my 2 cents on Naz. He's been, in my opinion, the best forward on our team. He competes every night. He's in all the chances. He generates a ton. He's way better player than I expected. In the 100-mile journey, he's on mile 25. He's going to get way better as long as he competes. If he wants to be good, he's going to be good. It's up to him.
This is another week with 2 back-to-back sets.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. We try to get a month off, and then we try to jam as many games in as we possibly can. I've never seen a schedule like this in my whole life.
What kind of challenge, how do you approach that?
I mean, all you do is you do the math on back-to-backs, and you go through the whole thing. I really believe scheduling, you can get yourself 8 extra points during the year by scheduling right. And you got to look after yourself the best you can. I don't worry about back-to-backs. I don't think about it. We get ready to play today, try to win the game. And so I don't care if the guys play 28 minutes or 30 minutes or any of that stuff. Doesn't make any difference to me. We're going to focus on winning today. We're going to get up tomorrow and focus on winning tomorrow.
Where do you go tomorrow?
Reimer's starting tonight.